Hey, I decided to create a little challenge for myself. I want to make a picture loosely based on a Pinterest photo. One thing I'm not very used to doing is drawing in landscape mode. My watercolor paper is kinda long and I usually draw on it in portrait mode, but I wanted to mix it up a little bit. Considering the picture I chose, I'm glad I did, because I decided to paint in landscape mode. I made the arms spread very wide. It also gave me the opportunity to show off the sweater better. I don't really draw cities, nature, or other kinds of landscapes. I'm more of a characters kind of gal. For character portraits, using portrait mode makes more sense. But I wanted more of a challenge. And this time, maybe the sweater is the character, not even the girl. Although her hair buns are too cute to disregard her like that. The focal point for me is the sweater. I wanted it to be very cozy and friendly. I even changed it from the photo reference. I wanted something that feels more comfortable and inviting, if I can use that word. My usual process involves drawing the sketch, refining it as many times as necessary, then lining, painting large areas with watercolors, and finally adding details. Sometimes I add finishing touches with Posca pens or other tools, but spoiler alert, I didn't do it this time. Now that I think of it, I might have had to because I lost some footage, which makes me feel a little upset. But I didn't feel like I had to add anything in particular with markers or colored pencils. I liked the result. One of the things I'm not confident painting is hair. This time I copied the cutest buns from the reference and somehow painted them well. I didn't expect to randomly add those highlights to the picture, but they turned out almost perfect. It gives me hope that I'm learning how to do that and will soon be confident enough about painting hair. Every artist probably knows that drawing symmetrical eyes is very daunting at first. Many of us try to hide one eye with bangs when we started out. All artists struggle with drawing hands initially because they seem very complicated. But the more you expose yourself to these kind of problems, the better you get at solving them. It's discouraging when you draw 50 consecutive drawings with terrible hands, eyes, or whatever else that might be. But eventually, you just learn what works and what doesn't, and then you don't even think about that. I don't worry about drawing perfectly symmetrical eyes. They're good enough for me. Hair at this point is rarely good enough, but this time it's a triumph and I'm very excited about it. I struggled with the hands this time. I just couldn't make a normal looking thumb, but eventually I found something passable. By the way, I changed the colors of the sweater because I envisioned those colors to be better suited for my goal of achieving something friendly. I feel like I also wanted something more nostalgic. For some reason, this color palette feels much more like good old times. Maybe I had a similar piece of clothing as a kid. Painting the colored stripes on the sweater was very fun. I liked that the shaky lines I created only made it look more fun. I didn't have to be too stressed to make it perfect or whatever. I just enjoyed the process of adding those imperfect color pops. The sleeves used the fabric upside down though, so the stripes are in a different order on the torso part and the collar. But I noticed it too late when I was editing the video. Like I said, unfortunately, I lost some footage. I must have forgotten to start recording. It's a shame because it's arguably the most interesting part of painting process videos. The part where you refine the image and make final decisions. That's the part I like to watch the most. But I have to leave with this mistake now. I hope it doesn't ruin the video. I hope something else about the video ruins it more. Just kidding. So that's the final result. I tried to make something loosely based on a Pinterest photo, and I did. I'm glad it's not a one-for-one copy. I'm glad I could take inspiration from something in a healthy way, if I can put it like that. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.